I'm swapping my jean shorts for a JDM sticker. Welcome back to the Scale Builders Guild. Thanks again for watching. Hey, it's a 4Tec day. Today we're taking a look at the new Traxxas 4Tec Supra. This is the Toyota Gazoo Racing Supra. This is on the 4Tec chassis. You might be familiar with the 4Tec 3.0 chassis. It's the new chassis that came out just recently. Traxxas started with the Corvette offering, which I've got over here in the corner. Full light kit in that now as well. And they've also got the Factory 5 edition, which is this guy right here. This is Traxxas's attempt to kind of get the touring car market back up and running. Let's get a lot of different models out there, lots of different options. Factory 5, Corvette, now the Toyota Supra. That Supra is a fine looking car. I know it's a sort of a mixed bag of a little bit of BMW and a little bit of Toyota. They've done a similar thing in the past with Subaru, with the BRZ. This is a much more powerful car in real life and is a very good looking car at the same time. I'm really impressed with the quality of the body. And why don't we start right there, considering this is sort of a first look, quick look at the new Supra. The body itself is fantastic. It's made up of two separate pieces in order to get this whole back end, which in itself is a pretty amazing piece of Lexan. Of course, it had to be two pieces so you could separate the mold from the actual body when they took it out. It is a Lexan body. It is painted on the inside. Not a lot of stickers are representative on this body. For the most part, anything red or black is paint. Same thing with white. Traxxas did a really good job on recreating this body, of course. If you are interested in learning all about the 4Tec line and what goes into it mechanically, I've got a video right up here that you can go watch and it'll give you the full breakdown. The real differences only on this Supra are the wheel and tire package, which we'll talk about here in a minute, the body, and the wheelbase. Otherwise, it's exactly the same car underneath. Same body clip removal system, the come hither motion, as I like to call it. Put your fingers underneath there, you'll feel a little tab, and you just lift up on those, and the body lifts right off. And there's the chassis. Like I said, shorter wheelbase than the Corvette. How do I know? I looked at them both. You can see that the tires don't match up, so it is a slightly shorter wheelbase. Which I think is actually going to make this a little bit more drifty than this longer wheelbase Corvette. So these slick tires that they've included, it's a more race-inspired tire because this Supra does compete in a racing series. So they kind of wanted to kind of keep it sort of in that racing world. These are a much slicker tire. There's hardly any tread. There's little tiny cutouts, but that's it. Basically a slick tire. Nice grippy rubber though, so I think you will be able to still drive it on the street. If you get some textured concrete, you'll probably get a bit more grip. I'm hoping to take this one out to a parking garage and get some pretty cool underground running footage, so hoping that we'll be able to get some nice drifts out of it. There are the brake discs and calipers included on the inside of the wheel too for a little bit of added scale realism. Otherwise, exactly the same layout as the 4Tec Corvette or Factory 5. So if you've got those at home already, you're not going to find this to be very much different. The main differences, like I said, are the wheelbase, wheels and tires, front splitter, and of course the body. And I do love that clip system. It just makes it so much easier to get the body on and off, and allows for a nice quick battery change if that's something that you need to do because you've just been having so much fun with your friends. That's where I think these 4Tecs really sort of sit, and that's in the sort of parking lot, get a bunch of buddies together and just make a course and just have some timed runs. As it is stock, it does get going pretty good. That 12-turn brushed motor does a pretty decent job of moving this car around. It's not huge, so it doesn't need a ton of power. I would like to upgrade this to brushless. I think that could be a very fun experience and something that I'll probably do in the future. Like other 4Tecs in the 4Tec 3.0 lineup, the Supra also includes an optional pinion for a taller gear ratio, giving you a higher top speed, getting you up to the box-rated 30 miles per hour out of the box. Here's the box that the Toyota Supra GT4 comes in. There is a manual, a couple of tools, and a couple of shock tuning accessories to help get you started with this Supra. There's also, of course, a radio in here somewhere. The basic top qualifier radio included. Not a lot of switches or dials, just one dial for steering trim and one button for setting stuff. That's it. Fairly simple, and 2S only, I should mention that. It actually gets going pretty good on 2S, so I wouldn't necessarily consider that a strike against it. In terms of pros, excellent looking body, nice wheel and tire combo, and really easy to get up and running, and it looks fantastic. I think it looks great. The molded rear wing. The molded rear wing is a nice piece of plastic, and it's quite well adhered to the body. There's a whole support structure underneath here that holds that wing in place. As you can see, nice bit of strong plastic back there that's going to hold the whole thing together. A couple of nice molded details as well, including a front air intake for the intercooler right up here, and side mirrors too. This front splitter also is specific to the Supra, and looks really good as well, and will do a great job of protecting the body, as I found with the Corvette. A couple of negatives. Doesn't have the ability to add a light kit. These are stickers. There is paint underneath that, so I don't think Traxxas is planning a Supra specific light kit, which is kind of disappointing. I would have liked to have seen that. You know, big black stickers for windows. I think it's always great to see inside, and there's no molded engine detail or anything like there is on the Corvette. So it's certainly a more budget-friendly edition. One other minor negative, or major, depending on where you live, the licensing for the Supra body doesn't extend across all of the world. So apparently you won't be able to pick one of these up if you live in Canada. Like me. How did I get it then? I don't know. But that's one thing that I think Traxxas is going to try to work out in the future. Hopefully it will become available everywhere, because I do think it looks really good. I'd like to see some more colors and liveries, because I really do like this, and having two people driving the same car could be very confusing, especially if there were like 5 people with the same car. Anyway, let's get it outside. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to play with, so let's cut to some running footage and enough of my ugly face.
We've done something terrible. Can't help it. We're just animals. We've done something terrible. Can't help it. We're just animals. Fight like a tiger. Steady when I bow, I'm like that. Work on sanity, lick my vanity, push my enemies off balconies. Work on sanity, won't go quietly, push my enemies off balconies. We've done something terrible. Can't help it. We're just animals. Fight like a tiger.
Alright guys, I think that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you get updates anytime there's a new video from the Scale Builders Guild. I really like the new Traxxas Supra. I think it's a lot of fun and definitely got a lot of potential for drifting. Thanks so much for watching. See you again soon.